Hey, it's Mike over at fishyourassoff.com, and today what we're talking about is, well, I'm answering the question, when is the best time to bass fish in Florida, basically? And the answer is whenever the spawn is happening. And if you've ever driven through Florida, it's a pretty long state. You know, if you're going to go from the Keys up to, say, Pensacola, you might have a 14-hour drive or something ridiculous like that. So it's a pretty big state, so there's a lot of varying temperatures because it's all about water temperature for the spawn. The way a bass works is they want to see 60 degrees temperature, a stable 60 degrees for at least a week. And, you know, if you're in Tallahassee, that might not happen until May. But if you're down south, maybe the Everglades, Miami, somewhere like that, might happen as early as late January or February or something like that. So that's what we're going to cover here. Let me just show you. Okay, when is the best time to go bass fishing in Florida? Yeah, like I just said, it is all about the spawn. So these bass are going to spawn when they get to a certain stable temperature. And that stable temperature is 60 degrees. And it's got to be stable for a week or so to trigger them to start spawning. And they'll spawn the whole way through until they're all done in that pond or wherever. But they'll shut down because 80 degrees is too hot. So once it gets to be 80 degrees plus, the spawn is basically over. So like I was saying, you might have bass spawning as early as January in a place like Miami or the Everglades or somewhere way down south in Florida, right? But, you know, I went to school in Florida State. It's freezing up there. You might have cold water in Tallahassee until, you know, May. So they might not start all the way up until May if it's one of those really cold winters. So the bottom line, what I'm going to say is this. On average, if you take the state of Florida, obviously it's the springtime is when it's best. And I would say the two peak months are going to be April and May on average. But like I said, earlier down south, and it's going to be later up north, and that all depends on if we have one of those warm winters or one of those really cold ones that we have. But again, you want a stable 60-degree water temperature for at least a week. Gets to 80, everything shuts down. So it's all about the spawn, you know, because they're going to attack viciously anything that comes in their territory. So they're not even hungry, but you bring your worm or your whatever, you bring them near them, they're going to try to kill it. And obviously they're going to kill it with their mouths, and you get to hook them. So that's my answer to that question. I get all these questions all the time, and I'm going to start trying to answer each one of them with a video. But you can see more of this information right on our website. It's www.fishyourassoff.com. We have a how-to section, a where-to section, a what-to section, just about anything. The whole website is simple tips to help Florida fishermen catch more fish, basically. But that's it for today. So until next time, we'll see you then. All right, bye-bye.